thing that first attracted me to diving was when I was a child. I used to watch endless amounts of documentaries, TV shows, fictional shows about people exploring the ocean. And I just thought it was incredibly brilliant. It just seemed so unexplored, and there was so much more. Still, there's so much more to be seen out there, and I think the most possible way of discovering it is diving and exploring. I did my first dive, well, first proper dive, at Deep Sea World in North Queensferry. It's home to about 13 sand tiger sharks, which are the shark that people often mistake for great whites because they look pretty similar. When we actually went to Deep Sea World, we had a training session before we actually did the dive, and that just involved getting into the water, getting used to the fish and the various other things in the tank, and just get a feel for the apparatus, your oxygen tank, your weight, adjusting to the pressure under the sea. It felt very, very strange. When we first went in, it was very surreal. I was really, really anxious before going in. I was fine in the training, I was really pumped for it. And as soon as we were on the platform, waiting to go down, I was just thinking, oh my God, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And then as soon as you go under and you just see everything's swimming right in front of your eyes, it's fascinating. It's quite astonishing, it takes your breath away. Favourite part was probably seeing how big it actually was, because when you go in the tunnel, it's a third smaller than in real life, and you think, oh, it looks tiny, they look tiny. And then when you get in and the realization hits you, it's phenomenal. It's really good. It really showed me, a small glimpse of how beautiful and wonderful the ocean is on this planet, and how it's not just us on this planet, there's so many more other things that we've got to look after, otherwise the world just end up extinct.
I was always a keen swimmer and loved playing in water as a kid, and got into snorkeling and wanted to be a diver, but in those days the only diving possibility was with the British Sub-Aqua Club. Yes, it's that very much so. I thoroughly enjoy being involved in anything to do with the water at sea, because what's going on underneath the sea is absolutely fabulous and as diverse as what's happening above, and you can't get a hold of it, you can't interact with it, but to see things in detail you need to get your mask on and go and have a look. My preference is for very shallow water diving in the top 10-15 feet where all the biodiversity is. Frankly, once you get beyond 15-20 foot, it becomes rapidly less and less interesting. My sub-aqua training I did with the Army, with a garrison sub-aqua club we had. Most of the diving I've done has been just boat maintenance from my own boat. Yes, I have thought about diving professionally and decided against it quite early on in life. And it was very obvious to me there's a short life and a happy life for a diver. I think it's a very scary element for a large sector of society. A lot of people aren't happy in the water, and a lot of people frankly aren't interested in anything unless it's a football and you can kick it or you can buy it at Marks and Spencer. So no, let them stay out of the water, leave it for people who want to enjoy it.